just kick him through the ceiling? What? He killed him.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will
I think we just witnessed a murder. Yeah, he wasn't ever heard from again because you... Oh, there we go, there we go. We're doing it, we're doing it. Look at me, Ma. I'm flying. I fell. Oh, geez. Oh, geez.
And lose them in the national forest. Or slam into
Boom! Yeah! Who's a Wish.com hitman now? You see that back turn? Look at that.
Damn it.
That was excellent. That was so cool. Yeah. Carry on my waywards. Oh yeah, this doesn't look terrifying at all, right? Yeah, those are like my past
It's
saves.
Chuck Norris's water. It's a roundhouse kick
Jeez.
of hydration.
You know, so far, oh god, oh my gosh. I was just about to say, so far this has not been that scary. And I turn around and see a figure. What is that? Is that like a bear carving? A carving of a bear out of a tree? And my heart just dropped. Oh, hi.
It's a great time.
On my side, it doesn't look like you're pointing at...
Pointing a shotgun right at your face.
Wait, go over to the corner of the screen. Hang on. Actually, stay where you are. Stay where you are. Hang on. Okay, now it's like... Oh, hang on. Okay. I'll clip that later. I heard a pickup sound, but I don't know what I picked up. Man, you know those results. Zermatt. Veldesir? Place called Lenzerheide? I'm gonna butcher this a lot. In the Canton Grobendheim? Sorry, I know I'm butchering that. I apologize. Oh, is this door locked? Ah, security level novice. I got this. No big deal. Yeah. Uh-oh. I don't got this. Shoot. This, and what the differences between those might be. But then also, I'm going to talk to him about our past. And I'm pretty sure he knows, obviously, he knows how my wife and I met. He knew Ashley, Mrs. Nonder, sorry. He knew Mrs. Nonder before I did and invited her to our community where we met. So I don't know if he knows, but like I owe a lot to this guy. So we're going to get a little deep. How white am I? I'm pretty white. He's still alive? He's still alive. Get up, Kyle. 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 Okay, we're going after the guy with the thermal detonators first, for sure. This is like, basically, you know those games called Dark Souls and Elden Ring? Have you guys heard about these games?
Not to attract too much attention.
They're little known games, but they're notorious for being as difficult as Jedi Knight to Jedi Outcast. It's pretty much like you have to be in... It's amazing. All of these little greebles are exactly in the same spot that they are on the set back there. That's pretty impressive. Hello, Clumsy. Welcome. I'm obsessing over the Lego Millennium Falcon, even though like I literally have it right behind me. So, you know, this is an interesting way for people to be able to experience the UCS Millennium Falcon without having to buy it. Hello? The music stopped at an awkward moment. There we go. Hello, how's it going? How y'all doing? Happy Friday. March 1st. 2024. Holy cow. That officially means that February is over. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Okay. Let's see. The Phantom Menace today is Loots Magoots. Let's check the ranks while I'm thinking about it. The ranks here being Loots Magoots is slowly but surely in 2 more streams will catch up to Dutch, and then in 3 will overcome unless someone else comes in and grabs it. But Clumsy's still sitting really comfortable, really comfy with a K, obviously at number 1 with 45. So, and Pirate Eggs is still a pretty decent 31. So it's a game out there. It's been fun. Let me bring this up here. There we go. Okay. So first off, I want to say good morning to a couple of you. Troy, good morning. The long lost mod returns. The prodigal son returns. Hi, Troy. I hope you're doing well. Pirate Eggs. There's the roundhouse kick of hydration. Ams, good morning. You're gonna go to the Lego store tomorrow. We're gonna try after work today, I think, depending on how everybody's feeling. We'll try after work, and I don't know how many of the new Star Wars sets are gonna have in store. I don't know how quickly those will be scooped up. And even if I can just get my hands on one, I think that'll be fine. And then I'll order the rest of them online in order to get, the free gifts with purchase and whatnot. But I would really like to have something to build tomorrow. Let's see. I'm off today and would love to go today, but my kids would be mad. They'd be like, "You went to the Lego store without us?" I'd be like, "Yeah, kid. Get used to it. It happens." Good morning, Coleman. How you doing? Did you see people are copying Helldiver's store page and tricking people into buying not the proper game? Who's doing that? It's not one of you, right? Hold on, I gotta look into that. Helldiver scam. Let's see. Sorry about the bright white. Let's go to Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated. I usually come onto this website. I'm a regular on Sports Illustrated, where they now apparently have a video game section. Fake Helldiver 2 sales on Steam are trying to scam people. On Steam? How can you put a fake listing on Steam? Several fake listings showing Helldivers 2 being on sale have appeared on Steam, trying to trick people into purchasing games. This is a scam attempt. Looks like whoever controls the store pages for games called Figurality and Do Not Smile was able to change the complete makeup of their pages to match that of Helldivers 2. Okay, so there are already games that exist. I was like, how can you put like a scam game on Steam? They're usually pretty good about that, right? Rawr. Elf. 23 months. We're so close to 2 years. That's wild. Thank you so much for that, Elf. I appreciate that. Samsung, get out of here. Okay, interesting. I wonder if it's still happening. Should we check? Here, let me save your eyes a little bit, okay? There you go. Ursa, good morning, Ursa. Woodsy's here. Hey, son. Darth Torlin is here as well. How's it going, man? I saw your haul, your Lego haul. Let's check the store. Surely they're gone now. I've been kind of tempted to get the first Helldivers, to be honest. These are all packs. Pistols perk pack. That's all for the first game. Yeah, they're gone by now. But I have been, if I'm being honest, I have been kind of tempted. Yes, my birthday is 1900. Get over it. I've been tempted to play the first Helldivers. If it had AI, I might be convinced to play it because I could play it like on my downtime, Because I love Helldivers, but the biggest thing about Helldivers is like you gotta have people to play it with. And I've been very lucky and fortunate and blessed to be able to have some really cool people to play that game with. Very happy about that. If you had rewound about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I would not probably play Helldivers because I would like it. I'd be like, oh, this is fun. And then I'd be like, I have nobody to play that with. And then I'd be sad. Anyway, enough about that. Yeah, it looks like they took him down already. That's fine. It's Friday. Let's see. Yeah, the Animal Crossing sets are really cute. I don't think Mrs. Nonder knows that those are out today. Otherwise, she'd probably want some too. Maybe we pick up some of those. Maybe we pick up some of those too at the store. We'll see. I haven't really gone to a store on a release date, so I don't know if there'll be any there or not. Good morning, Clumsy. How's it going? Helldivers is based on a novel series called Helldivers. Is it really? Wait, is it? I'm going to fact check chat. The Helldivers series. Wait, I think you're right. I don't really think that you would lie to me, but I just, I've been burned too many times. If they made Animal Crossing characters in Keychain, would you get them? Nah, you just want the minifigures. Yeah, let's buy some Lego, Coleman. So yeah, apparently Helldivers is a one hell of a page turner. More than 2 centuries after World War III poisoned the planet, the final bastion of humanity lives on a massive airship, circling the globe in search of a habitable area to call home. That sounds a little bit different. I don't want to go to Amazon. Here we go. I just want to read that. I want to read that full synopsis here. They dive so humanity survives. Helldivers 9. I wonder if these are any good. It is February, so why not, Here we go. They're circling the globe in search of a habitable area to call home. Aging and outdated, most of the ships plummeted back to Earth long ago. The only thing keeping the 2 surviving lifeboats in the sky are Helldivers, men and women who risk their lives by skydiving to the surface to scavenge for parts the ships desperately need. So it's a little bit different. When one of the remaining airships is damaged in an electrical storm, a Helldiver team is deployed to a hostile zone called Hades. Ooh. But there's something down there far worse than any mutated creatures discovered on dives in the past. Something that threatens the fragile future of humanity. It actually kind of sounds pretty interesting. I don't know. It might be different enough. Maybe inspired? Maybe inspired by? Maybe? You go every January 1st. They're really good about stock. Okay. I was like, wait, what? Okay. But yeah, I mean, I think that these book covers do look awfully reminiscent of Helldivers. And looks like there's monsters and stuff. It's kind of interesting. Nicholas Sansbury Smith. I know nothing about this person. So this is not an endorsement per se, but it's interesting. It's interesting. Inspired by, yeah. That's actually, it's kind of a cool concept for a story, They're diving into a place called Hades. That's pretty cool. Man, I love Helldivers too, though, guys. I can't stop thinking about it. I just love the whole thing, all the vibes. I love playing with cool people. Like I said, the game would still be great if I didn't have so many amazing friends, but now that I do, it makes a game like that just 10 times better. I want to build Minecraft 2, Ams. Maybe we'll talk about that if we have some time today. You just managed to finish your book before February ended. Same. Let's talk about books, okay? I hope you all... So the whole idea of these monthly focuses is that, yes, it's for me because I am a man-child sometimes, and I need challenges to get through, to do basic things that human beings do. But reading has always been something that it's really hard for me. I don't know if that's due to ADHD or what it's due to, but I have to really make myself read. I have to really be into the thing that I'm reading. It has to be very interesting to capture me, but I'm also going to try to branch out and read things that maybe aren't just Star Wars books, but I want to show you all the books that I've read this month. Look at this. Now, I haven't finished all of these, but I'll show you which ones I have finished, and I'm still pretty dang proud of myself. if I do say so myself. But these are the books that I've actively been reading. All of these have been started, some of them more than others, and 2 of these have been finished, which is pretty big for me. If you know anything about me, 2 books in a month? Who is this guy? Who am I? Lego Minecraft? Here's the books that I finished. This was the big guy. This was the big chungus. This was, why did I say big chungus? I don't know. How many pages? Acknowledgements. 427 pages. That's pretty good. This is a good book. It's not as good as Light of the Jedi, the first one in the High Republic, but it's a good continuation, and I'm interested to see where this goes. So I did finish this entire one. I finished this one in like under 2 weeks, I think. Under 2 weeks. It was pretty good. Sometimes my dyslexia doesn't help me reading books. I love listening to audiobooks. That's perfectly valid as well. I'm a big audiobook guy too. The reason why I wanted to go to actual books is because I wanted to try to pull myself away from the phone in times that I would normally sit on the couch and scroll Twitter, right? Now, I will have to say towards the end of the month here, my Twitter usage has gone up a little bit, and I need to curtail that. But a couple of things we've been doing. I started out the month I'm doing 5 pages a day regardless, and I did that until I finished this book. I finished this entire book doing that same thing, at least 5 pages a day. Most of the time, it was far more than 5 pages at a time. But that was like a minimum that I wanted to set. And I think that's good for me to set a minimum, because then I'm like, it forces me to like pick it up and just like read a little bit, you know? So that's how I was able to finish that one relatively quickly. This one I could have finished probably in like less than a day, had I just kind of focused on it. This is a very short book. This is Steal Like an Artist by Austin Kleon. This was recommended by Lars. Yeah, I highlighted a couple places too. Generally, this book was okay. Had this book come out in like I was telling Ashley last night, if this came out in like 2015, 2016, maybe 2017 I think I'd be all about this, because I was really into these like there's one called The War of Art. Let me find that book, which I think is pretty well known. The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, and it's kind of similar. It's kind of similar to this one. This one, break through the blocks and win your inner creative battles, and it has a lot of the same kind of stuff that Steal Like an Artist has. Steal Like an Artist is a little bit more like it's a little less, gosh, what would you call, I don't want to say produced. It's easier to digest. I think this is easier to digest. It's like these little sections that you can read through in like a minute. So it's kind of like, and the size of the book is meant to just be like flipped through really quickly. Whereas The War of Art is like a full-on book with a lot of stuff in it. It's very dense. That's a good word for it, dense. But yeah, overall it was good. There was a couple of things. I read you some like last week. There was a couple of things that I enjoyed about it. Overall, though, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's not like a life-changing book, but it's okay for a book to not be life-changing. It's okay for it to just be like, I learned a couple of things about it. I did learn, as we talked last time, I learned that like I tend to kind of push off doing creative things because I'm worried about being perfect with it, or have it like, or my big thing is like, I want to have an audience before I dare to start to make a really good thing. You got to build an audience first. And I guess this book has kind of taught me that like, if you do that, you're never going to make the thing that you want to make. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good. 2 books in a month? What a nerd. I know, right? Mrs. Nodder's going to laugh at me too, because she's going to be like, I should ask her how many books she's finished this month. She's an avid reader. The other 2 books that I started this month but haven't finished yet, I'll get to that in just a second when I catch up with chat. I went to Barnes & Noble a couple days ago. They didn't have Into the Dark. Amazon, $10. $10. And I love this. I love hardcover books first. But I like the size of this one compared to the Rising Storm. This is much easier to read because it's much smaller and the print is pretty good. Ugh, Amazon. I know. $10 though, man. Like 10. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. And that could be because these aren't, I'm not trying to buy it when it first came out. When it first came out, usually they have a price on the back somewhere. But anyway, yes, I did start reading this, and it's very good. That's how far I've gotten into it, though. I need to put a focus on this now. And I'm going to keep reading this. I got Into the Dark and then Out of the Shadows, which is the next one. So it kind of goes like this. It's like Light of the Jedi. Then there's a bunch of comics and stuff, but it's like Into the Dark is next. Then Rising Storm, and then Out of the Shadows on this side of it. From what I can understand. There's other stuff in between, obviously. Comics, young adult novels, kids novels, like short stories, all that stuff. But for like the main stuff, I think that's how it goes. So I do kind of wish now that I had read Into the Dark before the Rising Storm, but I'm okay with it. I'm interested in what it's different characters, right? So this one has different characters than this one does. But this one follows right after or during Light of the Jedi. So it's pretty cool. It's great so far. Claudia Gray, I don't know. I got to read more of her books. Let's look up what Claudia Gray has done. Because I know there's more. Claudia, I know she's done more Star Wars books too. Something about the way that she writes, it really works for me. Here's her books. Let's see. Evernight. There we go. Lost Stars. Bloodline. I did read Bloodline. I did the audiobook of Bloodline. That is basically where, I'm not going to spoil anything beyond this, but that is basically where the galaxy finds out that Vader was Leia's father. And she's, of course, trying to be a very pivotal figure in the galaxy at the time. And so there's a huge fallout about it. And it was really good. I read this one as an audiobook. Master and Apprentice. That's an Obi-Wan and... Yeah, that's an Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon book. That's pretty cool. There's a Leia book. Princess of Alderaan. There's Into the Dark. She did Fallen Star. Oh no, that's going to be so good. That one's coming up. I think I kind of know what happens in that one. Sort of, but I'm not going to spoil it for myself or anybody else. Master and Apprentice is so good. I keep telling people to read it. I'm going to have to put it on the list then. Hold on. Am I signed in to my notes? Let's see. I don't know if I'm signed in. I'm not signed in right now. I'll have to add it later. Remind me, please. Lots of Dooku content too. Nice. I tell you, the Tales of the Jedi Dooku stuff was very fascinating to me. It almost made it seem like if Qui-Gon had not died, Qui-Gon had this way about him. Maybe a special skill or talent in the Force to keep people grounded in the light side. Or he was just very convincing. He was a very convincing person. When you're around him, you felt pulled towards the light. And Dooku starts making decisions that put him a little bit further towards the dark side and starts questioning the Jedi, much like a lot of other Jedi have done, much like Ahsoka did at the end. But he never really like fully went to the dark side because Qui-Gon was there to like stop him from crossing that line. And so then when Qui-Gon dies in episode 1, it sets him down a path of like, there's no one there to save him any longer. It's still his fault, obviously, right? You can't blame it all on that, but it's really interesting to think if Qui-Gon hadn't died, Dooku probably would not have fallen to the dark side, at least not in the way that he did, which is just pretty fascinating. Because up until he actually falls to the dark side, Count Dooku kind of has some points. Kind of has some points. I want more Ahsoka. Me too. I have a Barnes & Noble account, so I try to buy books there. That makes sense. Can you buy it online with your Barnes & Noble account? One of my nieces really loves Barnes & Noble too. Ashley loves Barnes & Noble as well. He's literally Liam Neeson. Of course he calms everyone down. True. I don't see any lie there. The The book I'm listening to now is Lord of the Rings: Return of the King with Andy Serkis. That's nice. Kay's been talking about the Andy Serkis narrated Lord of the Rings books and how good they are. So that's awesome. Let's see. It came out in 2024. Yeah, it was a little while ago. He had a foreword. We're talking about the War of Art again. Or sorry. Are we talking about Steal Like an Artist, right? He had a little preamble in the back, prologue, I guess, that was in 2021. So he had kind of updated it a little bit. I was all about it as well. For me, it's a good book to revisit, to kind of remind myself that I actually can art. I agree with that. Yeah, it seems like it'll be really, really easy to just flip through. And like I said, I did highlight a couple of sections that I thought were particularly meaningful to me, like that, so that if I'm ever like bored of it and I flip through, oh, this is great. I'm gonna read something from it. It's so important to have a hobby. A hobby is something creative that's just for you. You don't try to make money or get famous off of it. Oops. You just do it because it makes you happy. While my art is for the world to see, music is only for me and my friends. This is him talking. We get together every Sunday and make noise for a couple of hours. No pressure, no plans. It's regenerative. It's like church. That part really got, I was like, if that's what church could actually be. No pressure, no plans, kind of ad hoc, hanging out with people, just seeing where the day takes you kind of vibe. I think that's pretty cool. So, oops, sorry. This is my hobby. And while I make a little bit of money from it, mostly to feed back into the hobby. So I don't look at that as like me making money from it per se. I'm pretty happy with where things are going and how things are on the channel, like within the last year and a half now. Pretty satisfied with it. It's been pretty fun. Let's see. Master and Apprentice, so good. We'll have to do that. Let me make sure that I've caught up on chat now. You did post sauna marathon stuff. A marathon of saunas. Let's see. I remember you putting that. Did you put that in general? I want to talk a little bit about March here after we follow up on February. So how did it go for you all? Did you all make any kind of concerted effort to read a little bit more in February? I hope you did. I'm going to continue. So like all of these challenges, what I like to do is put a big focus on it for the month. And then after that month, I like to take this time, like right now, to think about how I want to incorporate what I learned into the next month. So for this month in particular, yeah, I started out hard doing like, I'm going to do 5 pages a day, every day. And then it kind of took over from there where it's like, I'm interested in this book. I'm just going to keep reading it, you know? And so that's kind of what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to keep that focus in the back of my mind of when I have the downtime, I'm going to read. Much like Yoga January, where now I'm doing like a little yoga flow every workday morning right after I get done here with stream. And I get everything kind of like, I get this uploading to YouTube. I get rated over. I'll swap over to my work PC. I'll check my email. And then I'll do just a quick 15-minute like flow that I made up from what I learned in January. And so that's kind of the idea, is like taking a skill and then incorporating it into your life, or taking taking a practice. There we go. And then incorporating it to where like I don't even really think about it too much now. I just kind of like, oh, I'm feeling tight. I'm about to start work. I should go do some stretches. That's kind of the idea. So we'll see. I'm definitely, reading is definitely going to be a big part of it, because I have found a love for these High Republic books that I think is going to continue. But I'm not going to keep the pressure on myself to like, you do 5 pages a day, but I expect that to continue to trickle. And it'll be interesting to see, let's say like 6 months from now, it'll be interesting to see where that is now. Like, am I still reading in August? I hope so. In the YouTube section. Okay. Is it something that I can watch in YouTube, or is it going to be full of bodies? bodies. Oh yeah. You put the documentary, right? So I should probably watch that on my own time. I read and organized my online comic things, and that made me feel good. I finished quite a few comics too, and I got my paperback books out. That's excellent. I would like to get into comics. I'm just not. I love the idea of them because I love seeing what's happening. A lot of times with these Star Wars books, what I've had to do time and time again is like they introduce a ship and they explain it. They're like, the ship kind of looks like this, or the person has this facial feature. I have to Google it. I have to Google it to see what it looks like, especially the ships, because I'm always on the hunt for a cool Star Wars ship. Speaking of a cool Star Wars ship, let me show you one right now from this book I'm currently reading. It's called The Vessel, and it's so cool. It's called, not The Vessel, it's just called Vessel. Can I get a bigger picture of this, please? There we go. There it is. It's pretty much, it's a ship in the Into the Dark series here that is transporting Jedi over to the Starlight Beacon. And it's very cool. And there happens to be some very interesting people who are the pilots of this ship that I won't get into right now at risk of spoiling the story. But, you know, when they started talking about the ship, I was like, I got to go see what this looks like. And so I came out to Google and found it. And I need that visual representation sometimes. So you would think that I would love comics, but I don't really. Like, I don't know what it is, because it would really, it seems like it would be right up my alley. And I've read some, and then I just kind of been like, I mean, maybe I should give it another shot now that I'm reading more. Maybe I should give them another shot. But you still have Star Wars comic books? Which ones do you have? Okay, I've gotta finish up this a little bit here. So that's Fabocuary. I hope you all had a good time with that. I hope you've been reading. I will continue, but we also need to talk about March. Okay. Now, I had March listed, if you remember, I had March listed as Move Arch, or no, My Arch Hurts, from a long-winded story about when I was in college and I decided I wanted to try to be a runner out of nowhere with no skill, no training, no stretching, nobody to teach me how to do this. And I hurt my arch. And to this day, I kind of, if I push it too far on this right foot, is it right foot or left foot? I think it's right foot. If I push it a little bit too far, that arch will be in deep pain. But normally it's not bad. So that's the long-winded, I was going to call March My Arch Hurts, because I want to do some walking. Originally, it started out doing walking in March. You have boxes. When are we going to play Minecraft? I keep watching your video in the background. I actually think I'm probably going to pick up Minecraft again fairly soon. I'm trying to decide. I want to build something big, and I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want to do that. Kay has a server right now, and whereas I love the server, I don't know if I want to have, if I'm going to build something big, I'd hate to have it on a server somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, March was supposed to be kind of more like, I'm going to walk. I'm going to do a lot of walking. And that's still probably going to be the case for me, but I wanted to make it a little bit more general for you all. So I changed it to Move Arch, which is just a focus on extra movement. For me, that is going to mean I'm going to use like my watch here, and I'm going to track to at least like 5,000 steps a day. I had thought about doing the 10K steps a day, which I have done in the past, but I didn't want to burn too bright in March because I would. Let's see. So I'm trying to find. Oh, actually, you know what? I should go to the weekly summary on my phone. Fitness, right? Yeah. So let's see. I just kind of want to compare me not really paying too much attention to it right now, right? Where are distance? Okay. Total distance is down. That's fine. Where's the steps here? Oh, these are trends. I should probably walking pace, running pace. I do pretty good on standing hours. Where is just the steps? I can see it on the watch. There we go. Okay, so for example, yesterday, without me having any kind of focus on it, I took 3,527 steps. The day before that was 3,067. Day before that, 2,465. Day before that, 3,000. So you can see 2,000 to 3,000 without me doing anything special. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might have to up that to 7. Because, again, this is me. I'm not technically working out right now. I'm doing the yoga stuff, but outside of that, I'm not really moving that much. So I'm going to use steps as just a measure, right? To measure how much I'm moving. You can use whatever you want. If you guys would rather do if you'd rather do workout minutes, if you'd rather not track it at all and just do some kind of extra movement, I think that would be great. And I think the reason why is because I've seen a lot of stuff talking about the power of just adding little things into your day. And that's kind of what this whole year is about, right? We've been doing that this whole time. We started with yoga, adding that into the day, adding that into our routine, and then slowly kind of sprinkling that into a daily-ish routine. Reading, kind of slowly bringing that in. So that's kind of what this whole year is about. Is bringing in a little bit of extra, just a little bit of extra into your day. And I think that's what this month's going to be, is just a focus on hey, you should stand up and do something. You should, even if really it doesn't, I saw a thing just this morning that was even if it's 2 minutes of just get up and do high knees or something, get up and stretch around or pace. I love to pace. I'm a big pacer. I pace in this office all the time. So I think I need to kind of incorporate that into extra movement. Stand up every 30 minutes, something like that, just putting a little bit of extra movement into your day. And I'm hoping that that little bit of movement can at least get me to the 5,000. It might even get me beyond that, but at least get me to the 5K and then beyond. What's up, Peachy? Good morning. How you doing? We're talking about Move Arch, which is a focus on doing extra movement in March. So February is done and Move Arch moves on. You're a pacer, like a member of the NBA team, Indiana Pacers? Yes. You know me, dunking that basketball, right? Dunking that basketball into the hoops, making all of the points, scoring the field goals. Shoot. I messed it up. Oh, well. The transponder has arrived. What's up, Ursa? Ursa's been here, though, huh? What's the transponder? I was going to ask what Move Arch mean. Yeah, so it's movement in March. Move Arch. That's it. Just a focus on moving a little bit more every day. That's it. I'm going to track it with steps at 5,000 steps per day at minimum. Because I've been averaging between 2,000 and 3,000 steps per day without doing anything. So I'm going to start doing a little bit more of just extra movement. I'm sure Lutz is gonna laugh at that because he's out here running marathons and stuff. But I don't think Lutz is actually as fast as he thinks he is. But Transponster. Listen, you're probably better than 90% of the team is. Well, yeah, of course. It's all the practice, Show some respect. I'm so lost. I like to move it. Exactly. That's great. Ooh, that Darth Torlin, that brings me to something I wanted. I have an idea, okay? I have an idea for something that I wanted to do throughout the month. So because in honor of Move Arch, of just getting in a little bit extra movement, I thought about putting together a little channel point redeem where you all can make me, I don't know, get up and move. King Nick 007. What a great name. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. What's up? What's up with you? I'm hoping. Yeah, I want to put together a quick channel point redeem. I lost my train of thought. Sorry, which is great. I want to put together a channel point redeem where you guys can redeem it for me to do something. I got to figure out what it is. I don't want it to be too, I'm not going to do push-ups and all that kind of stuff because that's coming in September. But even if it's just like get up and pace, I could do that. I could just make it get up and pace for like what? Should we do like 30? I don't want to ruin the flow of every stream, but should we do like 30 seconds? Glitch has a squat command. Not yet. In September, it's gonna be wild because every stream is gonna be consisting of push-ups, weights, crunches, lunges, squats, etc. Yeah, it's gonna be forced exercise. I'm in exactly. So yeah, maybe again because I'm not trying to like. I'm only trying to add extra movement into my day. That's really it. I'm just trying to add extra movement. So even if I got something where I would like get up and walk around, although then you'd see my body. Huh. That's a conundrum. I'm going to think it through. If you have any ideas, let me know. Do a barrel roll. Do a flip. I'll just do a flip. Yeah, I would totally knock down the Lego set. You're right. Lutz can confirm Nonders could totally be the Indiana Pacers. Well, you know, I'm excited for you to race me, Non. It's gonna be great. I'm making. You know what? In July, I should probably make that month something to do with my speed. You know, just to get my speed up to pace because it's been a while. You know, we're gonna do a sprint, right? Right, Lutz? Like just a quick sprint. I am as fast as I think I am. Oh dang. I don't do marathons, literally. So you're just a sprinter, right? Get up and dad pace. I think a dad pace might be a great... A dad joke while I dad pace? I don't know. Oh, so the problem's going to be you won't be able to hear me if I just start pacing. I got to put some more thought into it, but we're getting there. Keep them coming. Congratulations on the job. What job? A squat command. Yeah, so like something like that you all could redeem. I know you all have thousands of channel points. And just have it on in March just to kind of again keep us on the straight and narrow.
It's Chuck Norris's water.
Have several
it's
different
a roundhouse
ones
kick of hydration.
potentially. So that gets more into what I'm gonna do in September. September is gonna have a lot. September is called Swole-tember for a reason. Thank you for that. Squat timber, yeah. Movement with a timer, yeah, because I think it should be like. I don't want to interrupt the flow of the stream too bad, so I'm thinking it should just be like get up and pace for 30 seconds, you know? And Dartorlin said, hang on, the thing that got me to thinking about that. You've been doing free weights, that's awesome. What did you say? You said, yeah, so should I have I like to move it. Should I have that song start? Although I probably can't play it because I'll get, you know. Oh, body. No, yeah, it's I need to be better about it, you know? March, June, July, train as much as you want. Not in April. April and May is no training. Or do you just think it doesn't matter how much I train, I'm not going to be able to beat you? Those are fighting words right there. Hurricane Nonder, yeah. Oh, Peachy got a job. I'm so sorry, Peachy. Where, Peachy? I missed it. I got the legal transcription job, so now I'm a transponster. Okay, that's what the joke is. I missed it. I'm so sorry. Chat's going wild this morning. Let's see. I know you all won't judge me. It's just like I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's me. You hit 3.8 thousand followers yesterday on Twitch. Congratulations. That's huge. I've been struggling to hit 400. I think at 500 we're gonna do merch. So you know, but that's great. Glad to hear it. Be bougie like Lutz and get a standing desk like Lutzy. I have one. This one is currently one as well. So the problem is the motorized standing desk is for Lego, because I should probably be doing most of Lego standing. And then this one does also stand, but I have to physically lift it, and I can't right now. I can set it up that way to where it's up, but not getting a motorized standing desk was a mistake, because I put so much equipment on this thing and it's so heavy, and these monitors are heavy, and yeah. You stream in gaming in VR. I love that. How many more times can I mention loots in one comment? I'm sure that you'll find a way. Let's see. I've been crying this whole time, but it's fine. I'm so sorry, PG. Congrats. Really. I'm so happy for you. Charles, good morning, Charles. Mr. Cheeserton. What about a move it gif when someone redeems the action? That could work. Instead of just playing the song. I could sing the song myself for the sound. So yeah, I'll have to like, am I dressed appropriately? I have shorts on right now. I was just wondering if I should stand up and see what it looks like, but oops. You know what it should be? I feel like it should be something like Lutz's party time, where it takes over the whole screen so you can't see me, and then just know that I'm running back. I'm doing laps back and forth. I don't know. We'll see. It's got to be something like that, because I think that in the spirit of Move Arch, I think it has to be something. It has to be something that you can redeem that'll just get me to do a little bit of extra movement, you know? I feel sad that I've had a motorized desk 3 years and I've stood for 5 minutes total. You have to kind of like remind yourself to do it, honestly. They're great. They're wonderful, but like you got to kind of be like, all right, you know, every hour I'm going to stand for a couple of minutes at least. If you don't have a plan, then I find sitting is just too nice. And most people are going to just, you know, just do that. I legit thought Non had music going, but it's Mr. Peachy watching TV in the living room. He's getting older and deaf, apparently. I have music. Listen. See? Maybe you are hearing me. Wow. Let's see. Try getting one of the walking desk treadmill things from Facebook Marketplace or Mercari or something and set it up for the stream. Is it too much? Is it too much to do every single pre-work coffee hour standing and doing a walking treadmill? It's only an hour. Is that too much though? Man, that would be a lot. That would be an hour of walking every single work day. I've kind of always, I mean, so like, and I could do that. I could lift this desk up and then just basically keep it up. But then, man, getting everything back down for work. It's hard to concentrate with this much Pepsi on me, but basically, yeah. And just walk on it for the redeem. Oh, like put it back here. Like put it like right here. And then if somebody redeems it, I have to get up and run over there and turn it on and like walk for a couple of seconds or for like 30 seconds. Huh. It's not a bad idea. I didn't think about just putting it right here. Interesting. I much appreciate this music. He's watching Moon Knight. Moon Knight. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, the mixing on TV shows and movies is atrocious. And people out here sitting here trying to judge us for using subtitles because we can't hear their trashy audio mixing. So sorry. I got mad at somebody on Twitter for that. That's a great idea. Is Blue here? Good morning, Blue. I got to sleep in today. That's excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I gotta get this mic up so that I'm not going like this to see chat. Ooh. Did you spill Pepsi all over you? Did I miss that part? Let's see. You had a coworker used it during conferences. Back at our old office, they had actually a docking station where you could bring your work laptop and dock it and walk on a treadmill. And I would do that for anywhere between like 20 to 30 minutes every work day. I tell you what, being in the office, I had much better health habits. Much better. Mrs. Nodder used to work with me. We used to work in the same building. And so every every hour we'd go on a quick 5-minute walk around the building. And then a lot of times we'd go eat lunch and then we'd have time left over. So after lunch, we'd go outside and walk around the building outside, depending on how the weather was, because Texas. So I used to move a lot more than I do now. And I think that's a really, really big reason why it's been so hard for me to lose weight, because I'm not moving like I used to. And I need to. And that's what it's all about. King Nick, you're getting a little close to self-promo, but here's what I'll say. If anybody would like to go follow you and watch you on Twitch, they have my blessing. It's cool. It's cool. If I have extra time, I'll check it out. Sound good? I think that sounds fair enough, right? Atrocious. It's atrocious. It'd be good, and then also follow it up with a yoga flow. Yeah. I still don't know if I'm confident enough to do yoga on camera. I'm too bashful. I'm too shy. I'm too shy. It'd be great to just be like, go do the yoga mat's right there. Go do a quick yoga flow. I don't know. I'm too shy. Why do you never tell people that we used to work in the same building? Hey guys, Kay and I also used to work in the same building. And then we worked in the same building again. And then he left me and went to the other building again. And now we work from home and never see each other. I just had so much. I was just so I moved so much more, you know. There's something about it that I do kind of miss a little bit. I love working from home. Don't get me wrong. It's a pleasure. It's a what's the other words I'm looking for things that are good? I love it. It's a privilege. There we go. It's even a privilege, especially nowadays, where so many people are being, they were told they could work remotely and now they're being forced back into the office. It's a privilege to be where I am. But there are some things about office life that I do miss, you know. He's so casist. Let's not make that a thing. I'm watching a streamer who walks on a treadmill and writes every weekday here on Twitch. That's cool. Robbie Acer, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome. There's a guy who, I don't know if he still does it. Brian David Gilbert, I think is his name. He's a YouTuber traditionally, but he started streaming on Twitch, and he did a bicycle. He would do all his streams and play games while riding on a bicycle. You know? Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I made Ursa watch all of Ted Lasso, and we saw your name, and we both squeaked out loud. Yeah, Charles Cheeserton III. Yeah. Walk for an hour, then do your post-stream pre-work yoga flow. I meant that. Okay. Man, so walking for an entire hour of the stream. That's interesting. It's interesting. Man, it definitely would get my movement in, right? I wouldn't have to do anything else after that. And I would definitely probably want to do some stretching after that too. Yeah, I don't know. I fear it might be, I think eventually moving up to that might be fine. I fear it might be too much. It would be very interesting though to do every stream. So the September stream is gonna sort of be like that. So the September stream, as you might know, is we're gonna play a challenging game, maybe something like Dark Souls, maybe. I am stealing a little bit from Spooky here, but playing a challenging game, and then when I die, doing doing a wheel, spinning a little wheel, and it has all these different workouts on it. And that'll be push-ups, weights, crunches, lunges, all of that kind of stuff. And we'll create a spin wheel and do like a random one. And that's going to be probably every stream in September. So BDG just joined Dropout. Yeah, I saw that. As a fact checker for actually. That's awesome. Yeah. He's so funny. I love his YouTube videos. So I don't know if he's still doing his go live notification still says like playing games on a bike or something like that, but I don't know if he's actually still doing the bike thing or not. But yeah. An ad is on the way. Thank you. Thank you, Bebo. A wheel of cheese? Who said cheese? I'm looking at the discount redeems at Lego, and I thought if you redeem for more money, you got a better deal, but nope. Nah, it's all just the same value, right? I think. Oh, let me put that down. How about you have the March stream with the treadmill on the side? When it gets redeemed, you just get on it. I kind of like that idea. And then we can build up to like doing one stream fully on the treadmill. Walking for an entire hour is doable once I work up to it. It's been a while. Mrs. Nader and I like to go on walks in the neighborhood whenever the weather's nice, and we go for about 40 minutes, and that is a combination of like up and down hills though. So doing it on a treadmill might be a little bit easier, but I do have a regular treadmill. And for March, I could bring it in here. I could put it like right here. It would block the Lego stuff. I do have a treadmill. It's not a great treadmill though. It's on its last legs. You'd probably see the death of it live on stream if I used it. How much are these desk pad treadmills? Like a decent one that's not gonna break. Also for the whole of March, what if you keep decreasing the cooldowns for the treadmill redeems? Not a bad idea. By the end of it, you walk for an entire hour if needed. That could work too. Are you going to just buy one just for that? I mean, it is an old treadmill. It is on its last legs. I don't use it that much because the tread continues to like slip. Kill it by walking all over it. Death by walking. And I also have a fund that I need to spend on Lego too. So that's also a problem. That's a problem. I do want to just kind of move. I want to move a little bit more. You know, there's my little movement circle. Hang on. Make sure there's nothing doxy in here. This was yesterday, right? Not a ton of movement. I do really well on the standing hours. There's the standing hours. I'm not sure if you can see that. There's the standing hours. 14 out of 12. I shoot for 12. And you'll notice like the hours right here where I don't stand, that's right now. That's the stream. And then apparently right after 6 o'clock, I tend to not stand for an hour. I don't know. But yeah, I just want to get back to moving how I was moving before. And I have found like a lot of things in my life, if I can incorporate it into the stream somehow, it really seems to have more sticking power for me. It really seems to like, there's just something about putting it into something that I already love doing is a really great idea. You know, I say use the old one. It's huge. I'll think about it. Gosh, I just already have so much stuff in this office.
It's Chuck Norris's water. It's a roundhouse kick of hydration.
Oh, thank you, Ursa. I'll do that again. Hang on. Move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I do imagine you get a desk pad for cheap from someone secondhand because a lot of people got them at the start of the pandemic. True. So the cool thing that would be about a desk pad is that, one, for the stream, I could put it right here for the quick redeem. Two, I could bring it here underneath the desk whenever I wanted to use it, like while working and stuff, and then I could just roll it away, right? I could even potentially clean out the closet and be able to like actually roll it and just set it in the closet when I'm not using it. Can we just have non-narrator lives? That voice is buttery. Is it really? Thank you. It's so weird having done a lot of content creation stuff in my life. I went from being like not a fan of my voice to finally feeling okay with it. But then every once in a while, I'm like, why do people listen to this? Why? Imagine if I tried. Imagine if I like tried to put it on, you know, narrated an audiobook like this. I could do a great like radio voice. Good morning, San Francisco. It is 29 degrees Celsius. I don't know what 29 degrees Celsius would be. I was going to say 29 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I was like, not in San Francisco. You'd have to give me a script. I have to have a script. Thank you, Robbie. I appreciate that. All right, premierships. It just depends, man. It depends. It depends on what it is. I ain't gonna commit to nothing. Could you read out someone's latest like on Twitter? That seems like a trap to me, doesn't it? Seem like a trap to you guys? Let's see. Seems like a trap. Hold on. The account has 50K. Okay, are you making like a video or something of somebody reading this? I'll look at it, but I'm not guaranteeing nothing, okay? 7, not 07. Oh, yeah, I mean this just looks like, yeah. Nah. I'm good. Is school off today? I don't know. Maybe. Thanks, man. I need a towel. Wait, what? 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 Torlin, what's... Are you okay? I've never seen this type of chat before. The just chatting category is like... I don't know. It's very interesting. Don't get me wrong, right? You get all types of people coming in because it's such a broad category. You see so many people coming in. Just kind of. I had a guy like not too long ago. Gosh, what was it? Because I had this green mic. He comes in and like the first thing he says is like, you should put that mic in your mouth. And I'm like, what a weird thing to say. Like, and I'm just like this cishet white dude here. Imagine how much worse it is for like women, you know, who are just trying to exist, and people are just like, do this weird thing for me. And it's like, it's part of being a streamer though, you know, it is, you know, it is. And there's something about the just chatting section that brings out people who just kind of want to, I know there's a lot of people out there who just like to see a streamer squirm, which I guess I understand to a degree, as long as it's relatively harmless, you know. Oh, from the radio voice. I'm hoping you meant from like sweat, right? I'm hoping that's what you meant. But look, I'm here to do my thing. I'm here to talk about what do we, it's a power play, I guess. Yeah, probably. It's just like I want to do something to see somebody react to something. So I think it could be done in a way that is actually pretty funny if it's like respectful and not overly trolly. You know what I mean? I think there's ways for that to be pretty funny. Thank you for the follow. There's ways for that to be relatively funny. It just kind of depends. My first night streaming, even before the just chatting was a thing, I got trolled, but I had a lurker global Twitch mod in the audience. Really? Wow. What was the troll? If you don't mind my asking? You like Animal Crossing and Lego? Dart Torlin is our source for Lego news. If you haven't seen him in the Lego channel in Discord, he makes me kind of jealous because he's so plugged into it, and I'd love to be plugged in more. But it just makes me want to buy more Lego, you know? Yeah, I didn't know that there would be global Twitch mods that just kind of lurk in channels. 20 degrees Celsius in Australia is a nice weather day. Okay, good, good. Are you another Aussie? Because we have a lot of those here. It's probably something to do with the time that I stream. Yeah, we have a lot of Aussies in the chat. That's awesome. I love it. My wife's best friend married somebody from Australia and moved over there, and so we never get to see her now. But they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool people. Maybe one of these days, maybe we can go out there. I don't know. It's such a big trip. That's so long. It's the other side of the world, you know? But it would be great. Something about the gap in your teeth? Oh, geez. Why do they gotta go personal? Yeah, I got a one time somebody came in and just said out of nowhere, "You look like you like food." And I'm like, yeah, like it's observant, but it's not funny. Like, it's like, okay. And I just said, what a weird thing to say, and just banned him. And it's like, again, I get that kind of stuff, and it's like, I can only imagine what it's like for somebody who doesn't look the way I look, or, you know, much less a woman, you know. I can't imagine. You'd have to have a good mod team. I think you'd want to have a good mod team that's constantly like looking out in chat and just maybe just timing people out just in case the first message they do is like weird. I don't know. 95 bits. No, I'm good. Thank you though. You can give those bits to somebody else who might do it. I appreciate that. See, there's my mod. He's there. Boom. You do like food? I do like food. That's the thing, as I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Very observant. Very cool. I like that. Thanks, I guess. And I just said, what a weird thing to say. I don't know. It is, the just chatting category is just odd. It's just odd. Because I think when you're in a game category, most of the people who are going to jump in unexpectedly are there because they're in that category looking. I think in the just chatting section, you might get more recommendeds. You might get people just kind of randomly scrolling and being like, oh, cool, look at that Millennium Falcon. You know, I'm going to jump in there, you know, stuff like that. But I think for the most part in other categories, it's like if you're interested in the game, that's typically what kind of brings you in. I think. I don't know. That's how I found most of the people I watch. So that's why I won't stream. I don't need a I bet your butt because you won't face cam. Jeez. Or I just don't want to show you my face. How about that? But yes, it's true. My darkest secret is I do like food. I mean, I'm a little on the fat side. I like food. What can I say? You got me. I've been roasted. You got me. Speaking of food, I'm making a sourdough rosemary tomato. Ooh, is that, how do you say this? Focaccia? I've never said it out loud, but I like it. I love sourdough, and you had me at rosemary. I love rosemary. Yeah, how about no face cam so my coworkers don't discover me streaming during work hours? Whoops. Yeah, how about that? Focaccia. There it is. I've heard that. I'll pay you 95 bits to eat on cam. If I ever end up doing a longer stream, I'm not opposed to eating. On camera. I think it's fine. I think as long as people are cool with it and you're not like actually smacking into the mic, I think eating on stream is completely acceptable. In fact, I kind of like it. Go to work today. I gotta go. I am late. Weird spot to stop that thought on. But I do kind of like the vibe of like, we're just hanging out with somebody and he's playing a game and takes a couple minutes to sit back and take a bite of something. Like I there's something about that being just like, I'm there present with you while you're just doing your thing. You know, there's something about that I do actually really, I like that. So any of the streamers I watch, don't be afraid if you're like, I can't eat on stream. It's like, you can, it's fine. Excuse me. It's fine. Mukbang stream, I would totally eat on cam. It's fine. Oh great, here's another first time chatter that's gonna be weird. No, it's damn it. Wait, no, it's damn it Chand. I know damn it Chand. What's up? How's it going? Chand. I am late though. Ladies and gentlemen, I am late. Mukbang. Nonder Mukduck or whatever it's called when they film themselves eating. So I think there's a difference though between a mukbang and just existing on camera while eating. Right? I think a mukbang is like on purpose making it a little louder than you normally would. On purpose making smacking sounds into the mic, because some people do like that. I like the kind that's just like, I happen to be existing in the same space as you while you're eating. Like, you know, just like if I was hanging out with a lot of you in real life, we'd probably go out to eat somewhere, right? So it's that kind of vibe where it's like, yeah, we just happen to be eating. You can make it weird if you want, but you know, mouth noises are heinous. Some people love them. Some people love it. And I understand that some people like it. It's not my thing, but I can understand why people would like it, you know. But it should be a crime, frankly. I like if you're doing a long stream, 3-4 hours long, and you're like, I'm gonna grab some chicken tendies and eat them while this cutscene plays, or something like that, or while I talk to chat, I'm fine with that. Totally fine. It'd probably be best if you didn't like talk with your mouth full. Like fully full, like, but you know, it's fine. Keep your fetishes in the bedroom. Thank you. Oh, so okay, yeah. So do your mukbangs in the bedroom alone. Nothing annoys me more than lip smacking when someone eats. See, some people hate it, some people love it. Wait, didn't want to get him in trouble. Wait, what happened? We're enjoying the chat. I am too. But I got some fun stuff going on at work today that I'm actually kind of excited about, which is rare for me. Me and another guy are starting a project today, and we're going to do some testing on it in one of our systems. And I'm actually kind of excited because it's just nice to have something to focus on, you know? And it's a very, we have a nice long timeline on it. We get to play around with stuff, mess with stuff, and see if we can break it. It is Craig. Can you believe that? Craig. There's just something, he's actually really awesome, but there's something about saying his name with disdain that Kay and I find to be very funny. Craig. Freaking Craig, man. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. An incoming non and Kay Dizzle wombo combo. What's a wombo combo? Kay, are you gonna start streaming? Are you working today, Kay? I feel like I can never tell when you're working now. Because usually I'd be like, okay, he's in VC, he's not working today, but it's not always the case, you know. And Bob is my boss, and for some reason, Zeke just loves the way that sounds, and he'll go, Bob's your boss. It's very funny. It's very funny. You're working right now. Good. Excellent. Craig. You gotta add the on the end. And I actually found out officially found out that we'll be going on a business trip. We'll be going on a business trip in May, in like mid-May. So that'll be fun. I've got a Craig on my team, a Craig with a K, and he has the gall to spell his name with a K instead of a C. Freaking Crag. You should call him Crag. That's like spelling clumsy with a K. Could you imagine? I think food is language for all international because we all love to eat. I love that, Dark Torlin. I agree. That's why it's so weird to look at someone and say, "You look like you like food." Yeah, that's why it's so weird. Bob. I don't care for eating in general. You're not a big food person. That's fine. We all need it. Some of us love it. Some of us love it too much, apparently, and Twitch will tell us that. I meant to ask if you were in Michigan the other day. There's an SUV with a Texas plate that had a decorative Lego tag attached to the side of the back window. I thought of you instantly. Dang it, you found out. I don't actually live in Texas. I live in Michigan, and I've been discovered, and I hate it. Dang it. Because that could only be me, right? Oh, it still had a Texas plate, though. No, it was me. They're Animal Crossing Lego sets. Yeah, I told Ams that if we go to the Lego store tonight, maybe we look and see what they have for Animal Crossing. As long as I can get one Star Wars set for the stream tomorrow, that'll be great. So we'll try that. We're gonna try to do that. That means there will potentially be a Lego stream tomorrow. Hopefully. I need to clean off this desk. Don't look at it. It's disgusting. Yeah. I told Zeke Dad had to go into the office, and he goes, "Is he with Bob?" Yeah, when I had to do my in-person day. Wait, what is Lego? Huh? Did you forget? Legos. No, so the plural of Lego is Lego. It is both plural and singular. I'm gonna go get some Lego. Not I'm gonna go get some Legos. I know what you're doing. You're on thin ice. Okay, good. I try not to correct sometimes somebody will say it and I don't correct them right away. I let them kind of like marinate in it for a little while. And then after a couple months, I could casually drop it in chat, like, "Oh, hey, by the way, did you all know?" Not talking about anybody specifically, but did you all know that the plural of Lego is still Lego? Interesting, right? Interesting, right? And then I'll drop that a couple times, and then if they keep doing it, then I'll point it out. But I'm just too nice. I'm too nice. I love I know what you're doing. You're on thin ice. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I do have to work today. Let's go see. Let's see. Lutz is on. Oh, playing a new game called The Witch of Fern Island. Interesting. Could be another like cozy-ish game. Maybe. How many Legos does there? Okay, Raid. I know what you're doing now. You're on thin ice. He played it 2 weeks ago? Oh, it's this one. Okay, now that I'm in it, I see it. This might be one that Mrs. Nonder might like. It's been a while since he played it, right? When are we going to play Minecraft together? I need to decide if I want to just build Minecraft on my own time or if I want to join Kay's server. That's the only thing that I need to figure out about Minecraft. Yeah. I'm thinking I'll probably join the server. As long as Kay will give me creative permission, then I'll probably get on there. But I want to build something. I want to build something elaborate and big. We'll see. I'm definitely not gonna grief. I promise. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. Rebrickable says I have 78 sets of Lego. Very nice. More people in the server, less likely Kay's will abandon in a week. Man, Ursa already knows Kay so well. I don't think it's any more likely or any less likely, technically.